Hello guys, so today is going to be a pretty quick video, and basically I'm going to be going over simple unit movement. So first, as we know, generally units are going to be moved around by using your X button, which basically keeps them under formation that you X them in. That is your base movement speed and you're going to keep your formation. But if you double tap C like this, the unit will move faster towards your hero. Most units do have something similar to this, with the exception of some units such as the specialty units to an extent, for example. When you're double tapping C, units are going to be a lot more spread when they're turning corners. So as you can see here, the claymores are kind of staggered when they walk through like a corner. Compared to X, X is generally better when you're trying to walk around tight spaces like that, where the unit will stay in an orderly fashion when they turn around corners. Most of the time you will use X, but you will use double tap C when you're in like a fairly open area. For units with charge abilities, generally the charge is going to end up in the same formation that your unit is defaultly selected in. This is a pretty important thing to keep note of, because this is why sometimes you want to do a close charge, or why you quote-unquote charge into the sky. As you can see here, if I change the formation that my unit is in and I do a charge, the end of the charge, the unit will be in a different formation. It will be the F1 instead of the F2. So this is why that like sometimes when you have some units like palace guards, or say mainly cav, you want to charge your units in the sky, because that will make sure that your unit charges straight. So here I'm going to do a charge where I have my unit walk around the corner, and then basically you want to do this for like most cavalry units, or most units that you want to stack the charge. The reason why you want to stack the charge with some units is just because you want to have them have a more focused damage, for example. You can control and then click on the supply to send the unit to heal them, but this mechanic has some inherent risks. When you're on some maps, for example here in Conqueror Castle, if you are in the wrong spot and you send you to a supply, your unit will try to go to the supply with like the shortest way possible, and that's not necessarily the best. So here the unit would have walked straight down to enemy home point if you're attacking. So you want to be careful of this, as the unit tracks the closest distance to where you need them to go, depending on the individual model. So you want to make sure that this doesn't happen by always checking to make sure units are walking the right direction. Some maps, such as the Harbor City, would have passing issues like this. So there are other maps that you also have to be careful of this as well. When you have some units, such as for the Brachio, there's a reason why you don't use F2, which is because you have like a hero collision with the unit. There's quite a lot of units that do have hero to unit collision, and one example is going to be the specialty units. All of them do have some form of collision. The collision doesn't really affect that much, except for when your units walk around corners. As you can see here, my for the bracket got stuck in the walls. So you want to be careful to make sure that doesn't happen. If you guys have anything that you think I should add for future videos, feel free to put in the comments. For now, I'm basically just going to be making one video every 1 to 2 days. And then mainly because right now like the content is still fairly simple and I don't really need to make that many clips for it. It's still pretty easy, but later on like I'm going to be, the videos are going to be slowing down once I do like harder mechanics and stuff.